We learn algebra, but nobody teaches us how to manage stress, friendships, or real life problems. That's why today we're talking about things school doesn't teach.
Because silence is overrated.
You speaking from your heart, yes?
I do actually, because I don't know how to put.
That's a thing?
Exactly. Yes. Like if they offer response, you're just like, okay.
No, that's
since
like
they're responding,
a
I'm gonna go
fake.
with no money.
Yeah,
That's
to change
actually
them
a
type
thing.
of friends because
They will also call your parents. Nothing you tell them is really confidential, and it's really hard for a kid to trust them.
like this there's this joke like that's going wrong. Like every small thing I want to kill myself.
You just gotta feel it.
Real.
The guy saying who feels it knows it.
Welcome back to Gifted Radio. My name is Tyrese. You can find me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.
My name is Makala. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok.
My name is Jasmine. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok.
So, Life Skills 101, what do you guys think is missing from the school's curriculum that the school doesn't teach that is essential in everyday life?
Okay, well, I think like they always teach how to handle exams, what to study for, and all that. But there's some keys that are missing, like how we can better handle friendship conflicts, relationship conflicts, and like budgeting and saving for money and all those stuff.
I think they really should start teaching children about psychology and, the different aspects of mental health, because when you're in secondary school, a lot happens and, you're growing and you're changing and you're meeting new people, and we really need to learn how to balance emotions and how to not act out of character and stuff like that.
Okay. So, how do you guys think we should manage friendships and conflict?
I think it depends on who you are as a person and who you're meeting, because remember, everybody's different and you might not get along with some people, and we also need to choose our friends correctly.
So, how would you deal with that? Like, let's say you and a friend fell out over something that's petty, or they're like childish, and like you have this mature mindset, but like you're trying to put peace in a friendship, like you actually want to be friends with them, but like they're stubborn.
I think communication is important, and if
Yeah.
the other party doesn't want to communicate, then maybe that's not your friend. If that person doesn't want to listen and doesn't want to mend your friendship, then that's just not the person that you should be fighting over and going after. Because you can't be fighting for this person and they don't want to fight for you, because then the friendship gonna just be messy for like the rest of your life.
You speaking from your heart, yes.
Also,
Yes,
I
okay.
think that what communication style between the friendship. Like lots of people have different communication styles, and you have to figure out which one they are and try to communicate like that. And if you don't want to do that, just leave the friendship quietly. Say your piece. Say like probably like you'll always be there for them and you love them, but friendship isn't working out. And just leave peacefully.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, like growing up, I've always been a petty person. I've been that friend. So, like, I would say on my end is probably because, like, you've been so caught up with certain things. Like, for instance, you and your friend fell off because you're in a relationship and you're stubborn and your friend is trying to open your eyes. Like, you don't realize until, like, after everything goes downhill, you realize that, oh, this is what my friend was trying to say and stuff and stuff. But then you realize that it's too late. And then you have that self-realization that okay, you were wrong on how you acted and choosing somebody that you met the other day over your friend. So I think that sometimes it's best, like on your end, since I was a problematic one, that it's better to leave the friendship quietly indeed instead of like arguing and fussing, especially when the person is already stubborn. Yeah, I agree.
And sometimes, people find it very hard to like leave certain friendships, because
Yeah.
remember, you've been with this, especially if it's a long friendship,
Like
like
been
2
friends
years.
since kindergarten or something.
Yeah, and people find it really hard to leave those friendships, because I had a friend who I was really close to. Like every day I used to die around this chat. She probably used to think I was a 9, and I knew her for
Yeah.
like 2 years. And eventually we just stopped talking. And I tried really hard to reach out, but sometimes that person just doesn't want to talk to you, and you have to learn about that and learn how to manage around it and learn how to grieve instead of just, doing a bunch of things that you might regret later in life. Because if that person doesn't want to be with you, then why would you try so hard to be with them? It's just gonna hurt you in the long run, and I think we need to understand
I
that.
also think like sometimes the other person may think Like if you're like a quiet, naturally quiet person, and you just live quietly, no conflict, whatever, they will think it's like some type of beef between the two of you, and they will like start entire stuff talking about you, like personal stuff you've told them before. They will go back and tell people now it's a whole drama, and now you look like a bad person. I think you need to learn to handle that situation better. It's like no beef if somebody stop being friends. You need to go to the back and if they say told you anything like that.
Sorry. So basic budgeting and saving money. Do you guys think that that's an essential topic that needs to be taught in schools?
I do actually, because I don't know how to budget.
Same.
I go to school. I'm a dorm student. I spend uh, Monday to Friday in schools because I'm not staying in the whole term. I go to school with $6,000, and I go home with at least $20. And mind you, I don't eat. I really don't know where the money is going. And I really want the money because in the like right now I want gold and I have zero money in my savings.
Exactly.
And I think school really needs to teach children how to budget because what do you mean somebody staying in the whole term with barely 5,000 and they saving money, but I go home every weekend and going home with $20 and I getting more money than them.
Yeah, I think it's really somewhat hard for people to learn, like especially teenagers. You see so much stuff you like Shein and Amazon even order so much stuff, and every time you see that you have the money to do it, you're gonna spend it.
Exactly.
I think it's going to teach them how to like save enough money, and when you have enough that you can save for other stuff and also buy that whatever you want, then you should spend the money. Or start a bank at a young age so you can save.
Yeah, I agree because not only business students need to know about budgeting, like everybody needs because everybody has money problems, everybody will go into the world of work.
Exactly.
So like I think that they need to implement it because there's some kids that I know that their eyes are full, like they're very covetous and they always look at what other people have and because they can't get it, they'll find another means, if you understand what I'm trying to say. They get the money but they don't realize that the same stupid money that they spend on this slipper or something, they could spend it to, getting something educational they really need at this time or to go to an a play or an educational event instead of wasting their parents' money and something their parents won't even get to send them because they're not so fortunate. So they have to wait on the next go round. So when they could have just saved to get, but they wouldn't know that because they're just spending wildly because they have it, they spend it. So that's why.
I think so in America, they have the entire period, like an hour or 30 minutes, like at least 3 days a week. We're teaching about like taxes, budgeting money, saving it, like type of stuff, like relationship stuff that you should watch out first when it's been like mentally, physically, or emotionally abusive to you. Like all that stuff, they should like just have a couple minutes or whatever to teach kids about it.
And we also need to learn about Vex money because I didn't know that was a thing.
Vex money.
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
No,
Vex money is like let's say you're going on a date or like you're going out with your friends, right? And you and them fall out. You don't have any money on you, and you need to catch a taxi.
To sponsor you before.
That's a thing.
Exactly.
Yes. Like if they offer to sponsor you, it's like okay.
No, that's
since
like
they're sponsoring, I'm gonna go with no money.
Yeah,
That's
to change
actually
them
a
type of friends because if we agreed on something, no matter what type of follow, you have to pay for me to do. Like,
No, that's
but
why you have to
happened
give Vex
before.
money.
Like let's say we're going to a restaurant, right? And they decided late minute that we're gonna split the bill. You have no money, so now you guys stay back and walk in after hours.
Because you don't find a way.
That's why
the thing,
you want
nobody
to give
knows
Vex
about
money.
it.
Oh,
I
well.
just learned
You
about
need
it
to always
because I
have at
went
least
out
5K
and I
on
had
you.
no money in my pocket.
That was when yesterday or day.
No, that was a while back. That was a couple weeks ago. I had no money at all. And I was with my friends and they had to sponsor me for everything and I felt so bad. I just decided not to eat.
Like,
Would
yeah, I
you
need to
like
change
that?
them friends too.
No, it's just you will feel back into somebody else's money, you know?
Exactly.
No,
like,
thank you. I don't feel
I mean, they're trying to budget and save, and now you're just there hanging
spending
on.
out all the money.
Anyways, now to emotional intelligence. What are some the mental stuff that they skip in school? Do you guys think that mental health needs to be taught? It needs to be implemented into
100%.
I
students.
really do think you do because, like, as a teenager, you're going through so many changes that it's hard to navigate with those changes, and sometimes you may have like some personal stuff going on. Then you come to school and there's a lot of work to do, and the teachers are like yelling at you, whatever. And some people just get depressed and sad from that. And just talk about how we can better handle those situations, not by having just kind of conflicts in the school, because most times the guy in conflict not doing anything.
Exactly.
If you
I
tell them
agree.
like something really
Amen.
personal, like you're feeling suicidal or you're self-harming, they will also call your parents.
Mm.
Nothing you tell them is really confidential, and it's really hard for a kid to trust them.
I think that we, not just as a school, we as a society, need to talk more about mental health because generally, when I was in primary school, I didn't really know much about mental health. Because remember, I'm still a child. Me focusing on life, focusing on playing and games and, you know, going to secondary school. But when I reached secondary school, I really got to feel how hard life is. And generally, when you try to talk to like an adult or somebody, they just tell you, "Oh, don't worry, life gets harder," as if that's supposed to make you feel better. So I generally think they need to talk more about mental health and how to
Put
navigate it.
like a stigma, like
Yeah.
anybody who has any type of mental health is like a bad person or
Exactly.
doing it for attention. And people tell her like you're doing it for attention, I'm not really sad or anything like that.
Because we had therapists come into our school and she was talking about suicide prevention and those type of things. And children were generally laughing as if it was something to laugh about because generally I know there were
Because they're
students in there.
emotionally unstable. Like,
Exactly. I knew there were children in there that could actually resonate with what the lady was
but they
saying.
didn't feel comfortable
Because
expressing
if
themselves.
everybody's
in
else is
an
laughing,
environment.
you're gonna laugh and you're gonna feel
Exactly.
bad
I
about what
also
you're going
feel
through.
they need to like put something, implement some sort of rule or something to the guidance counselors because why as a guidance counselor are you going around talking students' business,
Yes,
talking
I
their name
actually
and stuff?
don't think we should have
They
a
would
guidance
not
counselor.
gain the trust. They would not gain the trust because they're coming to you because they don't trust somebody else. I remember a time, in my opinion, when I went to a guidance counselor and I specifically told them not to tell my parents, and the next day, boom, parents at the office. Those are not things that students
Exactly.
won't feel comfortable expressing their feelings to anyone.
Which is why I
And
think that instead of hiring somebody from off the road that you think is a nice
Exactly.
person, hire somebody that's actually in that profession, somebody that would actually
Exactly.
talk
That
to the
knows how to
students
talk with kids and get them
Exactly.
to open up more
and knows how
instead
to
of-
navigate it.
I feel some of them are just doing it because they're either related to someone in the school or it's
Mhm.
because of the money. Because as a guidance counselor, you're supposed to be looking into the student's daily life, see why they're feeling this way, why they're going through what they're going through, talk to their parents to see what they're going through at home, how they feel if they have the same energy towards school as they do at home. All those things are necessary because as a child growing up, like if you don't have the guidance from an adult or somebody that's more bigger than you, you go about doing your own thing, thinking your own thing because why is HFL still like only in primary school? It's supposed to be forwarded straight into second, at least a 50
Exactly.
minutes or 30 minutes. Get you to learn about how to treat others, how to talk to people and stuff, so that you will be treated better. Because some students are so soft that if you talk to them too harsh, they'll be like, "Oh, I want to kill myself." Like this, there's this joke like that's going around. Like every small thing, I want to kill myself. I'm in a relationship. I want like, why are you in a relationship at 13? Like those are things that need to be talked about.
Right.
Those,
Especially
but
I mean, I'm kind of guilty of that. I'm not even gonna
I
lie.
really are.
I'm just
We are.
like, I just say it sometimes. It's really
Yeah.
difficult.
I do
need to learn to
also
stop.
think a topic that they should bring back into schools is sex education.
I really do because there's a lot of
Agree.
teenagers right now.
Mm.
All the videos are leaking. All the that's going on. It's all. We're not saying it's okay to have sex at such a young age, right?
Right. It's
But at
not.
least you need to get how to be safe about it. As
Exactly.
if you're gonna go do it, because there's a lot of disease that is going around.
I think schools don't want to talk about it because they don't want to promote the idea into their kids
I
about
agree.
having sex. But you need to realize it was already promoted.
Yes,
Before they came
at
at
one
school.
way or the other.
Exactly. We learned about sex in primary school, so there's no need to feel like you're
I know when you
promoting it.
get to teenagers, like
So-
your hormones develop and you
Mhm.
want to experience more stuff. You
Exactly.
teach them how to be safe about that.
Exactly. We
So,
need to learn.
in your opinion, what are some subjects you think that need to be added into the system?
Sex
Like she said,
education,
sex education
Yeah.
and like
mental health.
mental health. All you should know whether your boyfriend or girlfriend is like treating you right or you're being abused
Exactly.
in any way, shape or form. And how to handle conflict maturity, emotional intelligence.
Yeah, I would also say age differently as well because if you're in a household with an abusive parent, like it, you wouldn't realize it, but it will, especially if you're a boy, it will transfer to you. Like it will start from at a young age when you're making fun of girls, you're calling them on certain names and stuff. That's showing that you're going through some type of. So I think they really need to bring back age differently. No matter how big you are, how busy you are, for sexy, it's just 30 minutes to talk because those things also affect your studies.
I also feel like, school shouldn't implement the idea that you absolutely cannot have relationships. Because right now,
Yeah.
there's this thing going around that if you're in a relationship, you're going to get suspended. As if that makes any
Yeah,
sense.
I understand.
Like, if you implement the idea that you're not supposed to have any relationships, you're just going to want to do it even more.
And you get it more sneakier with it.
Exactly, because there's a whole law about not doing drugs, yet every day you go on the road, somebody doing drugs. So if you tell them, oh, you're not allowed to go in relationships whatsoever, that's
Makes
just going to
more
make them.
fascinating.
Exactly, they're going to want to know, why can't I go into a relationship? Instead, we should talk about relationships and how bad they can be and how to maneuver around it and how to actually
I halt your jib with
Yeah.
healthy communication
Yeah.
or
styles.
innocent
And I think
relationships.
that's where the guidance also comes in a
Mm.
trustworthy one because if you're having a problem in a relationship, although you're small, like you should seek for advice how to treat this girl. What should I do if or if it's affecting your studies and you think you want to tell a person, like all those things you can talk to the answers. They should guide you on how to like quietly leave the relationship because again some people like the whole world need to know that they break up. Like it's not that deep in my opinion. But this was fun. Now we move on to the game taught in school or not. It's basically like we'll pick up a card and we'll see if it's taught in school or not. Here. So Jasmine. Yeah. Sorry. I'll go first. So, taught or not taught? How to handle a heartbreak?
I have to see if I know to spell sorry.
Same.
3, 2, 1.
Not
Not
taught.
taught.
I put just not, but you know, anything.
School really don't teach you about heartbreak. You just gotta feel it.
Really?
Guy saying who feels it knows it. Taught or not taught? How to study effectively.
Okay.
3, 2.
Wait, guys.
Sorry.
3, 2, 1. Taught.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Schools
really
do
obvious.
actually
It's-
teach about study.
Yeah.
In school.
Yeah. Those are the only things I care about. Okay. How to do your taxes.
I mean,
I'm gonna do personally.
Right.
Miss personally or Jill?
I'm gonna
Sorry. I'll do it personally, yes. 3,
3, 2, 1.
Not taught.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
I do
If
think
you were
they teach
probably in
about
business
this.
stream,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
But as a
That's
science
really a
student,
general
It should be.
subject that should be taught.
yeah.
Exactly.
Your turn.
So, how to write a formal letter?
I teach you like the first topic in every English class. That's a main topic.
Whoa, guys. I barely had a teacher. Let's calm down.
Well,
I learned a couple weeks before CSEC, guys.
Hey, I learned it at 9 before CC.
I went to review it over at letters.
I got it from
Not too much though.
3, 2, 1. Taught.
Not because I didn't do
Jasmine
it.
case.
It was taught last minute, guys. But we do have to realize that even if your teacher's not teaching it, there are videos online.
Exactly, that you can watch.
Exactly, to learn.
I also gotta remember you gotta do
That's
your
why I learned
part
chemistry.
as well. So there's a challenge that we have for you guys. It's pick one skill school doesn't teach and learn something about it.
Learn how to do taxes.
Yep. Thank you.
Like, follow, share.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye.